All right, good afternoon. I am so happy to introduce one of my favorite clients, Chioma Joy Petway. She has been working with Elly Virtually, and we just determined since 2022, and she has been a joy to work with. So her name definitely aligns with the being. So I just want to get your feedback on what your experience has been working with Elly Virtually. But before you do that, can you introduce yourself and share a little bit about the coaching programs you offer and the services you provide?
So I'm Chioma Joy Petway. I'm the founder of Achieving Joy. And what we do is support leaders that have joy and peace in their life in the way that they lead, the way that they love, and the way that they live. And so our programs help to support leaders to do that. We have signature programs like Return to Peace and Radical Healing, but just truly designed for healers to be able to be amazing at what they do and leaders to be amazing at what they do and help them support the communities that they serve. And so that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I love. And so, yeah, that's what we are. You want me to go ahead and go in?
I mean, if you can share a little bit about what challenges you were facing in your business before working with me and Elly Virtually.
Oh, absolutely. So I did what many entrepreneurs do, which is hire a lot of people, but we're unclear about how all of those pieces needed to come together. And so we were burning through money like crazy. And while we were producing some things, our strategic plan wasn't in alignment with where we needed to go, right? We wanted some things to look pretty. However, it didn't get us to for completion. So as with many organizations, when COVID began to come down and the PPE money started running out, we had to make a pivot. And so one of the struggles that we had was we had ideas that need to come into fruition, but we needed to be more budget conscious of how to make that happen. And we needed to work with people who had know-how, because what we learned very quickly is like just because everyone has a passion for a thing doesn't mean they have clarity and or a systemized way of making sure that those items and those experiences are that come into fruition. And so we a coach of mine actually introduced me to Elly Virtual, and I met Linda for the first time and started working with Linda's team, and it literally transformed so many things for me. At the time, I was struggling as the CEO of my company, wanting to get into the CEO seat, knowing that there was things that need to be done. And I've worked on and off with Linda for the last 4 years of my life and of the business's life, and they're really one and the same. And one of the things that I love about Linda and her work is that every stage of my business and when we scaled and in the different ways that we were ready to scale, Linda's team was there and available to support the back end office, to get the book from thought to actually being published, to really just following what the trends were in the marketplace and making sure that I was in alignment with my mission and vision. And she did it with so much joy and so much peace and like no chaos. And that is, having worked with many different people, that is not what always happens. In fact, I cannot say how many times that, either getting a newsletter from Linda or getting a Christmas present from Linda comes right on time, and it just changes the energy of being a business owner and knowing that truly, truly you're not alone.
Oh, I definitely appreciate those kind words. You get me all mushy. How would you say our support has helped you better showcase your offers? I know we work a lot with the Sato. We've done some things on the website, landing pages.
Yeah. So one of the beautiful things about Linda is that she is well versed in several different softwares. And so what she actually was able to do was support what I needed at each stage, right? So that looked like building landing pages inside Kartra and connecting them to my website. Also getting us plugged into Dubsado, a system that was able to do all of the different things that we needed. And she was just so kind and gracious in terms of making sure that I got caught up, figuring out even, recently, figuring out how do I clean up this program so that it continues to serve, right? And so one of the things that I do also deeply appreciate is that Linda didn't require us to buy a whole bunch of different softwares to work with her. She worked with us with the softwares that we had. She definitely gave us some good recommendations on things that continue to serve us. And we're continuing to grow and be able to create and determine what our customers like and don't like through that experience.
And what results or transformations have you experienced since partnering with us?
Well, we are, or I am officially a published author, and that is a one for one working with Linda. We also have put up many of our signature programs online and have sold those, right? We have a treehouse, and we went from not having anyone to this being a place that gets rented out. So she's helped us with our back end to ensure that we had a space that we could work with our incoming customers, different healers, all of that to get what they needed. Some of my largest deals that I have done as a therapist, Linda has been a support of making sure those contracts went out and that we look good in the process. And so there's so much goodness that has happened as a result of us working together.
Yep, and then I know you mentioned offers. Are there any special offers you want to share? I know we've been working on radical healing, return to peace. Anything you want to share with the audience?
So one of the things that you might even find as an entrepreneur is that as as you grow in your organization, that stuff comes up. We call it survival patterns. So our survival patterns start kicking in. And these survival patterns, I know even for me, kind of blocks you from your blessing. And so we have programs, two separate ones, one called Return to Peace, where we get to really embody peace and learn how to lead from that place. So important, so beautiful. And then for those who have like histories, trauma, things that, belief structures that really make it difficult for us to be in the state of love that we want or live the life that we want, we also have radical healing. Because what we know as entrepreneurs is that we don't always have a lot of time. And we need care, right? We need softness. And so radical healing becomes a soft space that we take a couple of days to go deep dive inside of these histories that are no longer serving us. And we transmute them so that you can go back into your life feeling stronger, feeling more confident, and ready to have the life and the love and the business that you desire.
And what would you say to another professional who's considering working with me and Elly virtually?
Do not hesitate. Go in. You do not have to have it perfect to get started. I know for many of us, that's what we do, right? I need this to be perfect. I need to have every timeline. Working with Linda and her team, she takes the time to figure out the way in which you learn, the way in which you need information delivered to you. And she supports and customizes the way that she works with you so that she can bring out the best of you and the best of your business. So there is nothing that you can do to better be prepared, but to say yes, come sit down and start making your dreams a reality.
Thank you.